slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switch. It's so funny because we watch all these vlogs and all these parents like sit down and do interviews like for the video that they're doing, explaining what they did for the week. But honestly, I don't know how they do it because in such a tiny space, there's so much noise, and like no one's old enough to watch anyone yet, so we have to have our eyes on them at all times because our oldest just turned 6. So we would love to sit down, have an interview, answer all your questions, but this is the best type of interview that we can do at a playground. So we were in Williams, Arizona, and we went trick-or-treating. It was so much fun. The kids put their costumes on and we were just walking around downtown, and one of the shop owners was like, "Oh, are they here to trick-or-treat?" We're like, "Are you doing trick-or-treating?" And they said they were. So we walked through all the shops and the kids got to trick-or-treat, which was really fun.
This give me that. This give me that. It's Halloween soon.
My goodness, guys.
Are you good? Are you very good? Good treat. You know what? Here,
You got a little
you
bag.
can have a little bag, and you can put some candy in there.
Where's your candy in my bag?
Can you say jackpot?
Jackpot.
There you go.
One candy.
Mine.
You want to get yours? What do you say? Everyone look at her eyes. No, look at her eyes. You're welcome. Guys,
Open it up.
look at this. Look at this.
Open it.
Do you want to eat that?
Is that a real bug?
Yes.
So the place that we were staying in had a railroad that went from their resort up to the Grand Canyon. It was a train that you could take. And when Christmas time came around, they get all decked out and they turn their train into the Polar Express. That was just beginning when we got there, right when Halloween was just ending. So we were lucky enough to see all of the Christmas lights that they had set up. So that was really fun. We took a little drive at night through their resort and kind of through the town of Williams.
And it was so nice, beautiful. It was kind of warm when we got there, but by the time we left, about a week later, it was cold. We were in our winter coats, all layered up, our hats on, gloves.
Just because the weather turned cold really quickly doesn't mean that we can just sit inside and wait it out. We've got 4 little kids and they have a lot of energy and they need to get their energy out. We were able to go down across the street to the playground and get some energy out. So here's a little clip of that.
Now it's like this, little Bridget. The fault of bare necessities.
Yeah, you look cool.
Bare
Super fast?
necessities.
Yeah.
Bare bare necessities. Bare necessities that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, wherever I wander, wherever I roam. The bees are buzzing in the tree. The bees are buzzing just for
And
me.
also some bread
Believe it. All
and
you
healthy
gotta
water.
do is all the bare necessities. Bare necessities. Bare necessities.
But Williams, Arizona was amazing. We really loved it. We'd have liked to go when it was a bit warmer, just because we're chasing the sun this year. Here's Ben.
Do an underdog, Mom. Let's talk about Sedona.
So, sunny Sedona, how we love you. We stayed, where did we stay?
Okay,
Flats.
so Sedona, we stayed at a place called the Indian Flats RV Resort.
Yes.
It was nice. We're not huge fans of RV resorts in general.
We're a fan of certain types of RV resorts. We like the ones that are spread out, that feel like state parks, national parks, but still have the amenities of an RV resort. But we're not really fans of being parked right next to each other. No space to even really put your slide out.
It feels like you're in a parking lot, kind of like you're just in Walmart or something.
Yeah, but you're paying $50 a night.
But it has the amenities are nice.
Exactly.
You know, they usually at least have decent internet there.
This one did
this
not.
one?
No,
oh, no,
terrible
this one the internet was really bad.
And no
wasn't it?
cell service either.
Right, but it had a nice pool that was heated, which
It
is
was
great.
clean, very clean.
It was very clean. It had places for us to, let the kids bike around and
Good laundry room.
Did it have a play area?
Nope, no play area.
No play area. So anyway, but we ended up staying in Sedona for, how long were we there? 2
I
weeks?
think we were there for 2 weeks. We kept extending.
Yeah.
Because there was so much stuff we wanted to see in Sedona. We kept making lists and lists and we just couldn't get it all in. Because we can basically do 1, maybe 2 activities a day with the kids without them being burnt out. We still have to fit in school, nap time, 3 meals a day.
Right.
All their snacks. So we keep to our schedule and in there we intermix our activities. But there was like 10 or 15 things we wanted to do.
There really was. And Sedona wasn't a place that we originally even knew anything about.
Yeah,
And
we knew a lot of retarees went there.
Yeah, but some people had suggested, hey, go to Sedona, it's really pretty. So we booked a place there. Yeah, and then we ended up doubling our stay there because there were so many different places to see.
Yeah, originally we only had 4 nights booked. We're like, oh, we can just bust it out. But we kept finding more and more stuff. We Pinterest, we Googled. That's basically how we find our activities. And then we ask you guys.
Yeah.
When we're
we
in
got
a new
lot
area.
of good suggestions.
Yeah, when we're in a new area, we always post on Instagram. Where should we go? Follow us at the Family Fulfillment Project on Instagram.
Boom.
Usually on drive days, we don't really go out and explore much, just because the kids are already pretty maxed out and we're tired. But it depends on the length of the drive. And this was a pretty short drive day, so we got there, we unloaded. Miller is obsessed right now with baths, so he just climbs in the tub, climbs in the tub, climbs in the tub. His skin is even getting so dry because he just keeps climbing in the bath all the time.
He absolutely loves the bath.
He
It's
loves
his favorite
baths.
place.
I come into the bathroom and see this. Miller, what are you doing? Are you stuck?
Are you trying to get in the bathtub, Miller? Let's see, come and look at this. Miller's in the bathtub.
Are you stuck?
Miller got in here all by himself.
Let's get you out.
Whoa, he got in there all by himself?
Yeah, he tries to get in the bathtub all the time. Miller, do you love the bathtub? Do you love baths? We've also had our first experience with other kids in the campground. In summertime, we hear that it's very busy and that there's kids everywhere. But since we started in the fall, kids are back in school. So we've only run across 1 or 2 kids, and they're usually full-timers as well. But we've run across some pretty interesting kids so far. So it's interesting because we don't live in a neighborhood back at home. So we don't have the interaction with children unless we choose to have the interaction with friends.
Yeah, so we just hung out for the afternoon when we got there. We went biking, we went swimming.
Do I look so good in this outfit? It was really nice and paved, so we haven't had that yet. Everything we've stayed in is gravel or dirt, so it was really fun for the kids to have a nice paved trail.
It kind of hit me on the leg. Come on, jump on me, jump on me. Let's make it go on me. No, I got it. actually have it. Right down on me. Well, that is very soft fur. Do you feel that? Oh, Wes, you heard it. What do grasshoppers eat?
Also, we're surprising the kids with a trip to Disney World. And they've never been, but they've always talked about it. And that's gonna be their Christmas present this year because we're all about giving experiences and not things. We've transitioned to this minimalistic life and it's been amazing and freeing. So we don't wanna like fill their life with more junk that's gonna break. So we're going to Disney World for just one day. We're staying at the campsite there. We're gonna go to the park for just one day. So I need tips and tricks because I've never been. Have you been?
I have been, but I was with other people that were running the show, so
Yeah.
I've never really planned a day like this. So what we need to know is what's the best way to really get your money's worth out of one day
One day.
in the park. You know, we're gonna get there right when the place opens, where we're gonna try to stay there as long as we can.
Where do you buy tickets, right? Where do you buy those? Online?
Are there
what-
discounts?
Yeah, and what's a fast pass? We don't know. And how do they work? And what rides should we go on with a 6, 5, 2, and 1-year-old?
Yeah.
Give us your tips and tricks. Hit us up on Instagram at the Family Fulfillment Project or comment here and let
Or
us know.
comment below on the video.
So on our next couple videos, we'll be focusing on Sedona and what we liked and where we went and how much we loved it. And then after that, we're gonna be jumping a little bit back and forth to where we are currently because our videos run about 2-3 weeks behind because we do so much, we can't fit it all in one vlog. So right now, we're actually in Georgetown, Texas, celebrating Christmas. So I'll jump ahead a little bit and show you what we're up to this holiday season. See you next time. Da, 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 da.